Hey YouTube family, thank you for tuning in. It's Lena. Welcome back to my channel. For all the day ones and for all the new subscribers, welcome. So happy to have you guys here. So today, this was a set that I did actually back in, I think like 3 weeks ago. Yeah, I did. So I've been really lazy with uploading this video because I didn't edit it and I didn't do a voiceover yet. So yeah, the video was pretty long. It was about to be like an hour long, so I cut it in half. Cut a lot of the dead time, like where I'm just kind of like cleaning off my brush and stuff like that, you know, when I'm applying acrylic, and taking, you know, breaks in between eating and drinking and whatnot. So yeah, so this is just a blue set because remember I did do a pink set before when I did the Valentine set, and I've done like ombre and stuff, so everything's pretty much been like pink based, and so I wanted to do something a little different and have some variety on my channel because although pink is my favorite color, I don't want to just be doing the same type of sets. I want to give you guys something different, something interesting to look at, and not everybody likes pink, not everybody wants to see the same color scheme over and over and over. So yeah, just giving you guys something different. So here I'm using some Dynamic Nail Supply acrylics for this set, and it's like a glitter that I'm using, and then also a blue, and then a cover pink. Actually, I'm gonna go grab the cover pink that I'm using. And then also I'm using my Kiara Sky brush in the number 12. And let's look at what oops, I'm in the nail room right now. So the glitter I'm using is by Dynamic. It's number 610 for the glitter. And then for the full nail that you see that are blue, I'm using number 056 from Dynamic. It's called Cerulean, Cerulean. And I'm ombreing with clear, the glitter, the number 056 Cerulean, and then number 007 Cobalt as well from Dynamic. So yeah, just using those three colors is what I decided to do with this set. Just something blue, something different. So yeah, so you can just see me doing my application here. And right now, as I mentioned, if you guys watched the Temu haul in my last video that I just uploaded today, then you guys will see that we are preparing for a possible typhoon. And I'm actually mistaken. The last typhoon was in 2023. We got here in Guam in 2024. So thankfully, we missed, you know, I'm sorry to the people that had to go through the typhoon, but thankfully we arrived afterwards and we didn't have to deal with being in that typhoon and everything like that. So, yeah, you know, it's kind of scary, I'm not going to lie. I've never been somewhere where there's like been terrible weather. I'm from California, so I'm not used to having like typhoons and tsunamis and, you know, volcanic eruptions that can happen, and all that kind of stuff can happen here in Guam. So it's a little, I'm trying to think about it. It's a little scary, but it is what it is. So yeah, so we're just preparing for that over the next, you know, day or two, and we'll see if it happens. So hopefully all the preparing that everyone's done, you know, on this island, you know, is enough, and we all stay safe out here. But yeah, the lines have been crazy, like at grocery stores and gas stations as well on the island, and it's a very small island to begin with. So I think there's like 180,000 people here or something like that, and the island is only like 13 miles long. So yeah, you can get from one end to the other end of the island in like 40 something minutes, and there's no freeway. It's just a straight regular road. So yeah, that's that. So yeah, on the pinky I did an ombre with the glitter, and then I decided to do a marble nail on the ring finger, and then the middle finger is just the cerulean color. So I decided to leave a real-time application, although I did cut out some of the parts that were, like I said, kind of like a dead time, where I'm just kind of like wiping off my brush and stuff like that, because that's kind of like, okay, like kind of boring to watch, I guess you can say. But yeah, so we got the ombre pinky, the solid blue cerulean color on the ring finger, the marble middle nail, and then on the pointer finger, I'm kind of stuffy, sorry. I just kind of wanted to do a acrylic Frenchie. So it's been like, I haven't done an acrylic Frenchie in probably like a year. And yeah, so I'm just using, what color am I using for this one? Let me see. I think I used, I used New York Pink by Dynamic Nail Supply. So yeah, everything was by Dynamic Nail Supply. Yeah, so New York Pink. I really like the New York Pink. It's a really pretty. Yeah, I don't typically like brown nudes or peachy, two types of peachy, nudes. So I thought this was a perfect color to use for this set. It wasn't too pink. It wasn't too peachy or brown or tan or nothing like that. So I thought it blended in really well with the blues that I used. Yeah, so as you see, this little acrylic Frenchie is going to take me some time, because also I was outside in the garage doing this set. So basically what was happening was that it's always like 85, 87 here. So it was pretty hot in the garage, although I had a fan on me. And I had also had a dealing with I think it might have been raining this day too, if I remember correctly. But yeah, so the acrylic was drying up pretty fast, so I had to have a lot more monomer on my brush than normal, just to get everything to cooperate and work with me rather than against me. So yeah, that's that, and whatnot. So I'll go ahead and just let you guys enjoy the application. I'm going to go ahead and just add the glitter to this, and then I will be back. So I was just going to say that it's been a long time since I've done acrylic Frenchies. So yeah, it was I'm surprised I did as well as I did with the cuticle part of the French. But this particular acrylic glitter, it actually, it needs more clear in it, because there's the like glitter to clear powder ratio. It kind of makes it a little difficult to work with it. So that's why you see me dip in so many times, just to get around the perimeter of the pink acrylic. So yeah. And then also another tip is, if you are not that great at getting the correct shape that you want when you're doing an acrylic Frenchie, then what you can do is you can either use a hand file to perfect the shape once the acrylic is dry, like the pink part that I just did, or you can use your e-file as well, so it's a lot faster. Yeah, so I use my e-file for a lot of my filing, because I don't use a hand file as much. I did like 10 years ago when I would do acrylics, but once I got more comfortable with my drill, like a year after, like I guess like maybe 6 months after using my drill for so long, I got really good at it and more comfortable with just completely filing the whole nail with the e-file. Was just faster and easier. So Yeah, but it's all about preference. Like if you like using your hand file to file once your acrylic's done, then I mean, you know, continue to do that. But yeah, go ahead and just watch the acrylic application and then I'll be back in a little bit. So enjoy. And then here I just decided to use the Mia Secret clear acrylic to go ahead and just top off, or cap the nails, I mean. Yeah, so you can choose to cap off if you want to. It's really up to you. I like to cap it off because once I start using my e-file or my drill to drill the nails down and get them to the desired shape that I want, or use a hand file, I don't want the Frenchie to get messed up, so that's why I decided just to cap the nails. And then also, if you're using like your colored acrylics, if you want to like save the colored acrylics for as long as you can, like, you know, being able to have them for a long time, you can always cap off with a clear acrylic too. That saves your colored acrylics, you know, from you having to buy them more often. So yeah, yep, that's what I like to do too. So there you go. But yeah, so I'm just capping off all the nails, and then like I said earlier, I didn't leave in the filing part. I forgot to record, so I was like, whatever. Everyone knows how to file, so I mean, yeah. And I used a 80 grit hand file to file the free edges, and then my e-file to go down the, you know, the barrel to go down the body of the nail and the sidewalls to perfect the square shape that I ended up going with for this set. So yeah, today I went ahead and got all of our storm prep done. So we had to stock up on some non-perishable food items and stocked up on a lot of cases of water for both of us, and some other like household essentials. Like you want to make sure that you have like candles, flashlights, batteries, things like that. You want to make sure you have some like battery operated fans and stuff. So, and make sure like all your devices are charged and everything. And then I guess watch out for the storm, because today's Saturday for us, so tomorrow night is when it should be coming in / Monday morning. So we'll see. I've been watching the forecast pretty closely just to see when we need to close our shutters. We'll probably close them tomorrow night or tomorrow afternoon or something. Close the shutters on our house. We got some metal shutters, so hopefully the winds don't get up to what they predict them, which is like 120 miles an hour winds. So that's pretty crazy. That's a typhoon for you, so it'll be really rainy and really windy. And there'll be lots of like flood areas, and they say not to, obviously, you got to tell people this because some people don't listen. They'll, try to go hiking and try to go to the beach. We're about to possibly have a typhoon. What are you doing? But yeah, so that's not advised. So, but you always got somebody, right? You always got somebody that just don't have a brain. So, yeah. So that we'll have to close our shutters up and get some sandbags delivered to our house as well, so we can set those up, and then I guess just wait it out. Really, that's all we can do. So I'm really hoping we don't get a typhoon, and I'm hoping that if we do, that it's not as, it's not devastating, and that everyone stays safe on the island, and we're safe too. So I hope that, hoping and praying that that's not something we're going to have to deal with. But it's better to be prepared than not prepared. I mean, I guess there was people that they had a typhoon here in Guam a few years ago, 3 years ago, and there was people that didn't prepare. And of course, like when you're going to the store last minute for things, or gassing up your vehicle last minute for things, it's you're gonna be in long lines, like, so. And then it's not a guarantee you're gonna find the things that you need to find for yourself or your family. So yeah, I'm glad I didn't know about the storm until a couple days ago. So I went shopping already, and we grabbed groceries already. So I'm happy that got done. And then I grabbed waters as well from the store. So when I found out about the storm, I only had to grab like a few more to make sure that we had enough, so that way we can have a supply. Like, it's recommended to have a supply of essentials for like up to 10 days. So yeah, I mean, we needed to have a little supply of waters anyway. So, because you never know what happens here. Power outages happen quite frequently. And yeah, one time we had power outages within like, I think it was like 3 in 1 week or something. Yeah, that was pretty crazy. I'm like, what? It was like 3 days in a row or something. Like, I was like, oh my goodness. Like, wow, this is crazy. The first day that it went out, yeah, it was, I think, out for like 4 hours. And then the other time it was like out all overnight. And then we decided to like go replace our groceries in the fridge. And then once it was time to replace the groceries, something told me at the store, like, don't grab a whole bunch of stuff. So I just grabbed like, instead of like 2 packs of eggs, just grab 1 carton, what I'm saying? Like, I didn't do my usual like bulk shopping. I was like, let me just grab a couple, like, few things that we usually eat, like, weekly, that are like, you always need bread, milk, and eggs and butter and such like that. So yeah, so I did that, and what ended up happening, the power went out again that day. So I had to run to the gas station, go grab some bags of ice. We had to pack our freezer and our fridge with ice, bags of ice, so that way the money that we just spent, we lost groceries that we had to replace, and then we just replaced them again, and just possibly could have lost them again. So yeah, it's just better just to prepare. So now I just leave a couple bags of ice in the freezer. I mean, it takes up a little bit of room, but I would rather be grateful that I got them bags in the freezer and I'm prepared for something than not. So yeah, because our food ended up staying cold once we had those bags of ice. So sometimes it's better to just be, safe than sorry, because yeah, you just, you never know what could happen. And living here has really taught me, like, I'm not caring what other people are doing. I just figure, like, I'm going to just make sure that this household has what we need. Because some people, they don't listen. They don't want to take heed to warnings, and, they want to do things last minute. And we're not doing that in this house. So yeah, not around this camp. We're not doing it. We going to be prepared ahead of time. So yeah, I've never had to live anywhere like this before where we have like natural disasters as far as like typhoons and things like that. So it's very new to me to have an emergency kit and, you know, a supply of your essentials and, so, you know, all this stuff. So yeah, it's very new to me, but yeah, I can't say I'm ever get used to it because I'm not. So it's just something that we're just going to have to deal with while we live here. And then who knows, we might live somewhere else where we have to deal with the same type of predicaments. So hopefully not, but you never know. So, oh yeah, so here I thought on the thumb that the blue glitter would have been able to be shown through the blue, but it wasn't. So I had to end up putting the glitter on top of the blue instead of the blue on top of the glitter like I really wanted it to look like. So, oh well. But yeah, so I just dusted off the nails, showing off my cute little dust brush, and then cleaned them with some alcohol and lint-free wipes. And then using the McCart nail glue, decided to lay down some rhinestones. So this took me so long to come up with because I just didn't have a vision in my head. I was tired. So yeah, and then I have that little mini nail lamp. So just to flash cure real quick all the gems before I applied a top coat. And on the top coat that I ended up using was the dynamic top coat. I really like it. Before I didn't really care. I used to use I think it was like a Mia Secret one or something. Oh my gosh, I think it was like Mia Secret gel. I used Gelish before. I used a bunch of different brands like D&D and stuff too. So yeah, but it didn't really matter when it came to the top coat to me. They all worked the same. As far as like the ones that I personally use, they've all lasted and been shiny and lasted on the nails for weeks. Like, so I really wasn't tripping. Yeah, and so on these nails, I'm sorry, I yawned. So on these nails, I just decided just to do some blue. I'm like, I was gonna try to find like gems that were closer to the acrylic, but I kind of like how the darker blue stands out on them. I like a royal or navy blue too sometimes. Like that's the pop of color that I chose to have in my house. Is like that pretty navy blue color. It's like everything's like silvers and grays with the pop of color being the navy blue. So yeah, here I am just top coating. Pretty simple. I always like to lay down the gems first before I top coat, just because I feel like they stay on better. So yeah, it's real easy. When you have gems on your nails, just go around the gems with your top coat. It helps them secure a little bit more too, so it's like another little layer of protection around the gems. I don't ever like to go on top of my gems unless it's like those little like the metal nail art, like the gold ones and stuff like that, because they tend to fade like washing your hands a lot and from just normal wear and tear from having them on your nails. But if it's just like rhinestones and things, I don't put a top coat on those. I feel like it takes away from their blinginess. Like it takes away from the dimension of the rhinestone. So yeah, I leave that alone. So yeah, so here I am just top coating, and I really like how these came out. I thought they were cute. I like the color blue on them. I was thinking I was gonna do like, instead of the rhinestones, like flowers. Thinking I'm gonna do flowers, but I just didn't feel like it. That's why I have those flowers out in the background that you guys see. I was like, I don't know. I figured the rhinestones looked better on this set. I don't know. I felt like it would have been like just, I didn't have like the right colors I wanted to have anyways for the flowers. So I thought that the rhinestones and the gold and the blue looked a lot better. Gold and blue look really pretty together. So yeah, and I really like this cover pink too. That New York pink from Dynamic. It's so pretty. I feel like it's like the perfect color that can like blend with anything. Like if I would have done purple nails or green or blue or whatever color I would have chose, that pink, that perfect shade of pink, that's that one right there, is just, it's a really good shade. It even looks good on my skin tone too. And sometimes my hands are a little bit more tan because, you know, just being here and being outside a lot, like my skin tone tends to fluctuate, a little lighter, a little more tan, a little browner. So and it's looked great on me either way, so I really like it. And then I found these by the way, the flowers that are in the background, I got those from Amazon. I think those came from Amazon. Really cute. I was impatient and I shouldn't have gotten stuff from Amazon, but I really wanted these flowers, and some of the stuff on Temu for some reason doesn't ship here. So like the last unboxing I did, yeah, I wasn't able to grab everything I wanted, so oh well. But here's how the nails came out. Let me know, comment down below, put a little heart in the comment section, like the video if you like what you see. I thought this set was super cute. I kind of want to do the other hand so that way I can have like a press-on set or something. I don't know. But yeah, they're super cute. I might send them to my sister if I make the other hand. So that way she has some press-ons. She's been asking me for some. So I think I might start making her some, or making some videos with press-ons. So thanks for watching. I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.